Hi, this is James Gardner, CineTechGeek, and I'm at the Blackmagic stand with Simon from Blackmagic Design. Now, the product behind me isn't so much a product which affects the cinema industry, but I wanted to cover it this year because it is a product which introduces a potentially new business model on the way that we distribute media, to the mass market out there. And as we know, Simon, I just want to put this forward first. I have a number of small children. My brother does too, and she calls herself a Swiftie, which is, of course, someone who loves Taylor Swift. Now, if you know the art of doing big shows, etc., one thing that Taylor Swift does, which is very different in the past, and is most likely one of the reasons she's one of the biggest stars in the world, is that she encourages all her fans to record the shows. You can see pictures of her shows where there is literally tens of thousands, if not more, of people's phones holding up, recording the show. Now, that has done very well. People take that home as a souvenir. She encourages them to do it because it gives those people, those fans, a bond with her as a performer. Now, this takes that to the new level.
That's a great introduction, and I think you're right. Ultimately, it's about delivery and distribution of content.
That's right.
Is that a physical thing? Is that a web-based thing? Is that a theatrical release? What is the method of distributing the content to the audience? And it's one of the things that I think has been one of the biggest challenges with Ultra HD, because everybody's seen and debated, certainly in the broadcast arena, how they solve some of the challenges they've got of broadcasting Ultra HD, and of course that's happening. We're starting to see the new channels sort of crop up now, but then there's another aspect of that, and that is, can you distribute the content physically to people? And in a similar way, when you talk about you've got kids and your brother's got kids, etc. We were talking to a girl in our marketing team about this product, and she was saying she had her kids do a performance at Christmas, the school play, the Christmas nativity, whatever it was, and you could buy a $50 DVD or a $60 Blu-ray of that event, and 6 weeks later the disc turned up, and that's what you got for your $50. We've taken that kind of a stage further in a crazy way and gone, well, what about if we could record Ultra HD live at an event, so that physically we could take out an SD card and sell that to somebody, or give it to somebody. Maybe it's a sales conference where you've been in, you've had 2-3 days of training, you've had the keynote speeches, etc., and you want to take that away. Well, physically you could take that away on an SD card, which is a universally accepted piece of technology. You could take that away at the end of the event, rather than waiting for it to come 6 weeks later or whatever. So it's that immediacy of being able to get the content.
Yes, let's go ahead. Some people watching this for the first time,
yes.
just to explain what it actually does. So as you can see here, we've got banks of 25 SD cards. You can join them together, so you can put as many together as you want. And what happens is you're doing an event. When the event starts, you push record, they all link, they all record, and like that. Now they're all recording. And you can record the event, and when the event finishes, you can actually keep adding to the recording if you want, stop and start, but when it's finished and people are leaving, you have a souvenir of that event to sell or to give to them as when they leave the event. When they are most likely to want to buy that card, when they want a souvenir of the event, the model, it opens up a lot of new models of how to upsell what you do as a creative person or making content. That is a new form of media to me, because it's something that we could not do until now. And I know Grant Petty is very excited about when he announced this. You could see that this is the product he was like, man, I've worked a long time on this one, and this, he understands, is going to change the way we do things. Like the Ursa cameras have in a way in the camera industry. Sure. This changes the other end. Yeah. This is the distribution end, a new form of distribution. It's an exciting product, and it's a product where models have yet to be materialized in what we can do with this form of capability. So fantastic work from Blackmagic again this year in terms of, I would call this one of the notable products of the show. So yeah, thanks Grant, good work, and thanks Simon for going over with us.
Thanks James, great to see you.
Good
Thanks
to see
again.
you too. Bye for now, this is James Gardner at the Blackmagic booth at NAB 2016.